All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome into today's Watchalong here on Broncos Digest. Mark Robinson with you. Game just got underway. Interesting coaching decision from the Broncos. Won the coin toss, but elected to receive. So in Denver, Colorado at Mile High City, they've got the ball. We're underway, and we're going to be keeping you updated all throughout the game on this Watchalong. Excited to be here. Happy for all of you guys that are going to join. Should be a great game. I mean, Broncos facing off against the number one offense in the league, but obviously they're widely known this season as the identity of being one of the strongest defenses in the league. So 2nd down and 3. Apologize for the late start. Quick pass from Bo Nix, complete right up the middle to Evan Ingram. A great inside the pocket throw. Side note, God, do those throwback uniforms look so clean. Love that orange crush with those royal, just really, I don't know how to describe the color, but the just maybe jet blue would be the right way to describe it. Really, really great uniforms though. Dropped a pregame video earlier today. If there's time throughout. Oh my goodness. Interception from Bo Nix. What a terrible start. Inside the pocket on 1st down, threw across his body, right into the hands of a Dallas receiver. I didn't see the name of the person, but that is a horrible start for the Denver offense. So you win the toss, you defer, you win the toss, you elect to receive, and then on the first drive, you throw an interception. That is a blasphemous start for the Broncos. I don't think any circumstance, in my personal opinion, I don't think there's any circumstance where it's a smart play to not defer the toss right out the gate. I'm not really sure what the Broncos were thinking to get the ball. I know this game is being dubbed as it's going to be an offensive shootout, but I don't understand the point of not just trying to get, I bet you we would have been better off letting the Cowboys have that first drive, and our defense probably, knowing our defense, they would have come up with a stop. And so now we're in a much worse position. Dallas has phenomenal field position right now with a chance to score a touchdown early in the game, and then looking way later down the road, they'll get the ball at the start of the second half. So this is not a great start for the Broncos. And the theme around this game is eliminating inconsistencies and finding a way to play a complete game across all facets of the game, because that hasn't been what they've been able to do over the past few weeks. I mean, you go all the way back to the Eagles game. They didn't play a complete full game of offense. The Jets game was super ugly. And then last week, of course, against the Giants, one of the most insane comebacks that league has ever seen, let alone just the Broncos. That is a really, really tough break. So now it's going to be up to the Denver defense to get a massive stop here. Just brutal break for Denver to start things off. Thank you guys again for any of those who are watching for joining. Feel free to leave some comments. Let us know how you're feeling about the game. As we're now back from the commercial break. Okay, so guess I thought the field position was a little worse, a little better for Dallas. They're about on their own 48-yard line. Javonte Williams in the backfield. Dak Prescott on the snap. He'll keep it. Quick throw in the pocket. On the far side, it's complete. Just about good for a first down. And the Denver defense is going to have to, as I said, come up with a huge stop here. Dak Prescott's got 3 passing touchdowns and no interceptions in 4 straight games. So this is going to be This is going to be a big test early here. He's already got 1,880 passing yards. They've got a 2nd and short here now on their own 42. Williams gets the handoff, breaks the line to gain. Dallas gets the first. Another huge storyline for this game, and we talked about it in the pregame episode on Broncos Digest earlier today as well. The Dallas Cowboys haven't won a game against the Broncos since 1995, and they're 2-7 against the Broncos since 1992. Haven't beaten them at home since 1992. Javonte Williams up the middle, gets the handoff, just barely doesn't get to the first down. It'll be 2nd and 1, maybe even, 2nd and 1. And I mean, what a crazy storyline for Javonte Williams here as well. Played for the Broncos for a handful of years, and he could never break through as an RB. Was dubbed as not a strong RB1 for Denver, and he's broken through. 592 rushing yards this season. 2nd and short on the 32. Dak Prescott's going to go big here. Long throw. Caught by CeeDee Lamb at the 3-yard line. Brutal right now for Denver. This is a game tone setting first few minutes in which they win the toss, make the poor decision to take the ball first, turn it over, and Dallas is just putting on a clinic right now. 1st and goal from the 3. Prescott dishes off to Williams. He's not quite there, but he charges all the way up to between the 1-yard line and the end zone. Second and goal from the 1-yard line for the Cowboys. Prescott keeps this time. Doesn't have anyone. Great pass breakup by Pat Surtain. That was a really good coverage in the backfield. The reigning defensive player of the year. Oh, that's not good. Pat Surtain is down on the field, holding on to his right leg. So let's watch this play here. Lined up against Pickens. Great job playing behind Pickens. Puts his hand up. Bats the pass down. Really nice coverage there by Surtain. Usually you want to see the corner in front of the receiver, but he was kind of playing a little bit back, but did a really good job on the coverage. But, I mean, this is a scary scene here. This would be a huge loss to the defense if Pat Surtain is not going to be able to play in this game, and he looks to be in a lot of distress. They're going to step aside from the broadcast. This is a concern, and it would be the cherry on top for a awful start to this game. I mean, he is, as in Pat Surtain, that is the rock to our secondary, the rock to our defense. I mean, he plays a massive role in the Broncos' ability to get huge stops in the red zone, break up 3rd down conversions, and, you know, limit the scoring. If he's out within the first 5 minutes of this game, I mean, it completely changes what our defense looks like. Very concerning. So we'll keep you updated here on the live stream. During commercials, I'll probably be stepping aside, taking breaks every once in a while. For now, we'll stick with kind of the commentary in between commercial, but it's going to be 3rd and goal when we come back. Pat Surtain being evaluated by the training staff right now. And I mean, I'm keeping my hopes unbelievably high that he's going to hopefully be able to shake off whatever this injury is. I mean, he was holding his right leg in a lot of distress. I don't know what part of his leg, if it was like his lower leg below the knee, some sort of an ankle injury, Achilles, which is obviously always really concerning, or something above the leg, or maybe something with his knee. I don't know if his knee collided with something, but I mean, nevertheless, this is going to be a game-defining injury right here that we're looking at. Very hectic game for the Broncos so far in what's expected to be a shootout, to say the least. I mean, people are saying this is going to be a 45-42 game or a 51-48 game. Like, it's going to be a matter of one field goal by the end of the game, which, I mean, that's the theme of the year for the Broncos. They've won games by a field goal. They've lost games by a field goal. It's all going to come down to whether or not one offense can be more productive than the other, I think. Because, I mean, we're going against the top offense in the league. Surtain is in the medical tent. 3rd and goal here for the Cowboys on the 1-yard line. This is a big play here. Whistle before the snap, a flag down. I hear offensive false start. That's big. 3rd down, the Cowboys will go back 5 yards, so they'll be about their own 6-yard line. Excuse me, the Broncos' 6-yard line. That does concern me a little bit with Dak Prescott. It almost gives him an advantage if you think about it. He's got a little more room to work with in terms of getting out of the pocket, finding an open man in the end zone. This is a big 3rd down. Here we go. On the 6-yard line. Prescott's going to throw. Broken up in the end zone. Once again, the red zone defense comes in clutch. And the Broncos will bring up a 4th and goal after the interception. God, our defense is just unreal. Riley Moss broke up the pass against CeeDee Lamb. Riley Moss has been a concern for the Broncos as of late. I mean, the question as to whether or not he is constantly committing penalties, if he's doing too much of this. But this brings out Brandon Aubrey, who is 100% in field goals so far this year. He'll have a 24-yarder. Kick is up and through the middle, 3-0 Dallas. It's pretty unreal that the Denver defense just prevented a touchdown after the interception at midfield. They drove it all the way up with a beautiful CeeDee Lamb throw to the 1-yard line. Our defense continues to be one of the best in the league, and it just kept this. It essentially kind of set the game back to a regular level of like playing field, because such an odd start. Sean Payton elects to get the ball even though he won the toss. You should always defer that, in my opinion, personally. You guys can let me know in the comments if you disagree or what you think about that. But after that, the interception, but thankfully we only hold him to a field goal. And then at this point, it's just kind of, it's almost as if Dallas won the toss and they deferred and they got to stop. And then the Broncos, prevented a touchdown. So we'll take what we can get. Marvin Mims gets the kick return. He's got some space on the near side. He gets down right at the 25. So the Denver offense will get a fresh start here, now only down by 3. Four-game winning streak for the Broncos. They were 1-2 after 2 brutal buzzer-beater losses. And then they got a get-right win over the Bengals, an unreal win over the Eagles, a win they should have gotten over the Jets, and then last week's unbelievable comeback. 1st and 10. Dobbins in the backfield. He gets the handoff, no space. He gets swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Might even lose a yard there. So it'll be 2nd and 9. Excuse me. He did get a little bit of forward motion before getting tackled by the Dallas pass rush. Fun little random stat I saw earlier today. I don't think it has much implications, but Broncos and Bo Nix are undefeated in their throwback uniforms. I mentioned it a little bit ago. Such a clean-looking uniform. 2nd and 9. Nix fakes the handoff. A swing pass to Mims. Doesn't get any yards. Does get I guess he gets 1 or 2. I can't stand the swing passes. I don't know about you guys. They bother me so much. We just saw in the fourth quarter of that last game against New York what Bo Nix is capable of. Just let him cook. Let him do his thing. Let him get out of the pocket or let him throw a little bit forward. I don't know what the deal is with Sean Payton and all these ridiculous swing and screen passes. But nevertheless, it's 3rd and 7, and the Broncos have struggled on 3rd down. Dobbins lined up to the right of Bo Nix. It's 3rd and 7 from the 29. Nix gets the snap. He'll hold on. Gets it off. Pass is incomplete, but a flag down. It's at the line of scrimmage. I couldn't really see anything. Defensive offside. Great break there. Another thing that the Broncos really need to think about in this game is penalties. The penalties were atrocious in the last game. More specifically on the defense, I will say, but I mean, whatever side of the ball you're on, you've got to play as clean of a game as possible because you can't have costly penalties and spot fouls harming, outcome of the game. I just saw Pat Surtain out of the medical tent. It's 3rd and 2. Nix takes the snap. Nice throw right up the middle. Great catch there for Troy Franklin, the Oregon Ducks connection, and a nice first down pocket throw right up the middle. So the neutral zone infraction offsides on the defense gives them a 3rd and short, and Bo Nix takes advantage. That's the kind of thing I want to see more of in this Denver Broncos team. Let Bo Nix throw the ball a little bit more forward. Let him get out of his comfort zone a little bit, and let him do it early. First down. Fakes the handoff. Oh, he's going to go big here. Long throw, way downfield. Just a little overthrown to Troy Franklin, but that's what I want to see right there. Let him throw it long. Let him throw it far. All right, so it sounds like Pat Surtain out of the tent. He's questionable. It was a lower leg injury. He's not off the field. He's standing on the sideline. We'll see how he shapes up and how he develops and comes back into this game. 2nd and 10. Pitch to RJ Harvery in the backfield. He's got some space. He runs for the first down. He's got plenty of space. Harvey up the far side, all the way in for the touchdown. RJ Harvery got a great block right out in front and took advantage. The RB2 found some space. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a shootout of a game here in Denver. And what a bounce back. After the Bo Nix interception, the defense comes up huge with the stop. And then RJ Harvery, a nice, almost 50-yard rushing touchdown all the way up the sideline. It was his first career rushing touchdown. Extra point from Will Lutz up and good. 7-3 ball game. Step aside here on the stream for a moment. We'll be back momentarily. Good stuff from the Denver Broncos. All righty, welcome back to the stream, everybody. 7-3 good guys. Denver takes the lead with a touchdown. RJ Harvery, the rook, gets a go-ahead first rushing touchdown of his career. This is going to be an interesting game because the Cowboys come into Denver with the number 1 offense in the league, but the number 32 defense in the league. They are statistically the best offensive team and the worst defensive team in the NFL. So it almost gives the Broncos an advantage that I didn't even think about. The Broncos are one of the best defensive teams in the league, so they get to put the best offense in the league to like probably the biggest challenge they've seen all year. And then their offense gets to maybe play around a little bit the best that they can. I mean, we've never seen RJ Harvery get a block like that and get to find space and break through. So, I mean, I think we're buckling up and getting set up for quite the game. Javonte Williams gets the handoff. He's tackled about 5 yards. And Surtain is in the game, which is massive. So he made a great play, got hurt in the process, but after going into the medical tent, being evaluated, oh my gosh, we got guys running all over the place here. Got to say, it looked like Denver went first. Oh, I beg your pardon. False start on the offense. I saw Jonathan Cooper moving past the neutral zone, the line to gain. Excuse me. So that's good. That's the third pre-snap penalty for the Cowboys. It's big. It's good stuff. All right. 2nd and 11. Williams lined up next to Prescott. Screen pass over to the line to gain. CeeDee Lamb has some space. He gets about halfway there to the Dallas 31-yard line, which will bring up 3rd and 6, I believe. All right, 3rd and 5, not 3rd and 6, excuse me. Prescott gets the snap, still in the pocket. Bonito, oh, he almost had him. There it is, the sack by, who is that? I can't even see the name. Whoever it is, it's his first sack of the year. What a great defensive performance there on 3rd down. First, it was Bonito. He broke right through, got his hands on Dak Prescott. He rolled to the left. Oh, how about that? I think it's John Franklin Myers, who is from Texas, grew up in Texas, and he gets his first sack of the season against his childhood hometown team. Punt from the Dallas Cowboys, right about the 25. Mims will still go. Mims gets a block, still going onto the far side, gets tackled. About a 9-10 yard return. Broncos get a chance to strike again on offense. They've got the 7-3 lead. It looked like a rough start for Denver, but boy, did they flip the script early on. In terms of the divisional games for everybody else in the AFC West this week, let's take a look at who is playing who. And The Broncos currently holding outright first place in the AFC West. Are they going to be able to hold on to it is the question. I guess Chargers on Thursday Night Football. I forgot they already played. Took a forceful win over the Minnesota Vikings. Chiefs on Monday Night Football tomorrow. Looks like maybe the Raiders are on a bye week. Yeah, Raiders on a bye week. Not that they are any concern to the AFC West. It's obviously the Chiefs, Chargers, and the Broncos who are going to be shooting it out with one another to try to lead the division for as long as they can. I would guess that with the trend of the Commanders right now, they've been struggling over the last few weeks. Chiefs will probably get that win. So this is a big win this week divisionally for the Broncos if they want to keep the dominance going in the AFC West, keep that first place spot. All right. Fresh set of downs for the Broncos. On their own 38-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dobbins in the backfield. Nix fakes the handoff. Throws downfield. First down. Complete pass. Bryant gets the completion. This is what I like to see right here. Nice quick out route for Bryant. Pat Bryant, that is. First play, first down for Denver. Dobbins in the backfield again. Troy Franklin in motion. Dobbins will get the handoff. Has some space. Dobbins breaks through and gets the first down. Still going near the 30, now the 25. What a great run for J.K. Dobbins. Another first down. That's back-to-back first downs for Denver. And they're moving up the field. No problem for this team so far. Look at him go. J.K. Dobbins. All right, Denver with 71 rush yards already on their own 25-yard line. Dobbins to the left of Nix again. He'll fake it, screen pass to Franklin. Franklin gets a block, gets the first down. This Denver offense moving the chains with no problem. I haven't seen a drive like this all season for the Broncos. Hope they keep it up. Tony Romo talking about how the play calling's been efficient so far, and I completely agree. This is the play calling I'm talking about, in which I want to see Sean Payton and Joe Lombardi really let this offense outbreak a little bit. Let them explore their potential. 1st and 10 again. Dobbins gets the handoff, swallowed up immediately, but a flag down behind the line of scrimmage. Holding call on Denver. So it'll be 1st and 15 now. They'll get backed up 5 yards. But, in the red zone, essentially, with a fresh set of downs, I don't think 5 yards is going to change much in this specific scenario. Oh, I beg your pardon. 1st and 20. It's a 10-yard penalty. So they're on their 25 again. 1st and 20. Shotgun snap formation. Franklin in motion. Oh, the sound on my TV just went off. There it goes again. Nix, long throw to the end zone. Touchdown. Joy Franklin. This team is buzzing right now. You got to be kidding me. Long pass right up the middle on 1st and 20. The Oregon Duck connection. Troy Franklin. And the Broncos have all the momentum here. It is 14-3. Well, I hope I didn't jinx the extra point. It's just about 14-3. Nice throw. Franklin was wide open. Took about a half step forward to get the pass right in front of the end zone. Extra point is up and good. I was worried I was going to jinx it there, predicting the score. It's 14-3 Denver. Step aside here on the stream for a few minutes again. We'll be back when the game resumes. Broncos with all the momentum. All right, back here on the stream. Moved my setup around a little bit just to try to make it a little more visually appealing for the viewers, for those that are watching. What a start for the Broncos. I mean, let's just break down what we've seen so far. Broncos win the coin toss. They do something that a team almost never does, and they choose to receive the ball and not defer. Interception from Bo Nix on the first drive. Pat Surtain gets hurt, but a Broncos red zone defense masterclass prevents a touchdown. It's just a field goal, and then now back-to-back electric touchdown drives. It's 14-3. Denver with all the momentum here. I'm fired up right now. I don't know about you guys. This is perfect. Dallas gets the kickoff. Turpin with the return runs all the way across the field. He's got a lot of space, but he runs out of bounds at, it looks like, about the 25, maybe the 30. On throwback uniform day. Good start for the Broncos, safe to say. All right, 1st and 10 for Dallas. Pass right up the middle to Williams after the handoff got faked to him. He gets about 7 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 3. 2nd and 2. It's a beautiful day in Denver for some football. I live in Denver part-time, and I actually just arrived back in Colorado yesterday. I'll be here for the next few weeks, and the weather's gorgeous today. Really great opportunity for some football. Prescott's going to keep He'll run right across the line to gain on the first down on the far side. Fresh set of downs for Dallas here on this beautiful day in Denver. Yeah, CeeDee Lamb was definitely open on that play. Riley Moss on the coverage, not available. Now he's on the sideline. Probably going to be a handoff if I'm guessing. Time winding down here in the first quarter. Broncos have the early 14-3 lead, as you can see above on your screen there. Denver takes a timeout on the fresh set of downs. All right, 1:41 to go here in the first quarter. Williams lined up next to Prescott in the backfield. Prescott will keep in the pocket, throw over to Pickens. Nice tackle by Riley Moss, but he did allow for the completion. It'll bring up second and very short. Interesting observation that the broadcasters just made, but I noticed it as well. Pickens started out against Surtain, and Lamb started out against Moss, but it's now flipped. Pickens being covered by Riley Moss. Williams breaks through for the first down, but swallowed up by the pass rush. Another first down for Dallas. The running back for the Dallas Cowboys in Javonte Williams had an insane quote in the media that I'm going to try to find in just a second here. 1st and 10. Prescott way out of the pocket, throws over to Troopman. Incomplete. He was out of bounds. Nice play there by the Broncos defense. Let's find this quote here. Just give me 1 second. Those boys are, this is what Javonte Williams said in the media about facing his former team in the Denver Broncos. Those boys are doing their thing. All respect to them. But they made a mistake letting me go. They'll feel my weight on Sunday. They'll feel my girth. I'm ready to pound them. Kind of an insane quote. Prescott has to air it out way up into the air. Cooper there on the coverage. It's an incomplete pass. And I mean, I don't even think he was trying to get a completion. I just think he was trying to get the ball up in the air. I mean, there was 3 guys in orange. Take a look at the replay here. Just an unreal breakthrough. Zach Allen, Justin Strnad, and one other. I mean, tight end for the Cowboys almost made the grab, but nevertheless, 18 seconds in the first quarter here, 3rd and 10. Another big third down for the Cowboys. Otherwise, Broncos will get the ball back. Here we go. 3rd and 10. Prescott with plenty of time, plenty of space. Runs toward the line of scrimmage. He'll keep and he'll get tackled, but a flag down. It's an offensive holding. So it'll be a replay of 3rd down, but they got 10 more yards to work with for the Dallas Cowboys. Great break here for Denver. All right, that'll do it for quarter number one. We'll step aside here on the stream just briefly for a few moments. Back with more second quarter action for you here on Broncos Digest. If you're tuned in, say hello in the comments, leave a like, let us know how you like the stream, and let us know how you're feeling about the Broncos, who have the early 14-3 lead through the first 15 minutes. All right, back here for quarter number two. It's 3rd and 20. The number one offense in the league against the number one third down defense in the league. Long pass broken up by Riley Moss. Great job on the coverage there. 4th and 20 for Denver. This is really good stuff by the Broncos, what I'm seeing so far. I mean, as usual, it's a defensive masterclass. Excuse me. Apologies for all of the movement of the microphone, the camera. I'm just kind of trying to make this look as clean as possible. Long punt downfield. Fair catch for Marvin Mims at the 10. So 90 yards of field to work with for the Denver Broncos here on this upcoming drive. A lot better of a first quarter, first half start for Denver, you could say. Could definitely make the argument. 1st and 10. RJ Harvery gets the handoff, goes nowhere, tackled at the line of scrimmage, brings up 2nd down. Second and 9 for Bo Nix and his Broncos offense. Shotgun snap formation. Looks like Harvey to his left. He'll keep. He's got a little bit of, oh, he's out of the pocket. Throws it upfield, just a little bit outside of the range of Courtland Sutton. Brings up 3rd down. Now, I got to say, if Denver gets a 3 and out here, it's a bummer, but I mean, it's easier to swallow that type of 3 and out, considering how efficient their offense has already been in the early parts of this game. 3rd and 9. Nix in the pocket. Long throw upfield. Caught by Franklin. Oh, never mind. It's incomplete. It looked like he held on. You got to be kidding me. Brutal. So, looks like it'll be a 3 and out for Denver. They will bring out the punting unit. Best punter in the league from Australia. God, do we love our Aussie punters here in Denver. Oh, he had it like it was in his hands, and then he couldn't hold on. Jeremy Crawshaw. Nice long punt all the way to the 40. Goes out of bounds, I think, right at Dallas's own 40-yard line. So they'll have about 60 yards to work with. See if they can answer. Still trailing by 14. Or excuse me, 11. During the ad break, go over a few box score stats here for the Broncos. Bo Nix has 88 passing yards. He's 5 for 9, averaging 10 yards per throw. Has a touchdown already. RJ Harvery's got 41 rush yards. J.K. Dobbins has 29 rush yards. A TD for RJ Harvey. And Marvin Mims has 2 rushing yards as well. No receptions yet for the wide receiver 1, Courtland Sutton. Troy Franklin leading the team with 61 rushing yards. Evan Ingram has 11 and Pat Bryant has 16. Troy Franklin leading the team in receptions as well. So the depth chart for receiving coming out to play for the Broncos today. Really good stuff from Denver so far. All right, 13:44 to go. 1st and 10 for Dak Prescott and the Cowboys offense. Looks like Williams in the backfield. Safety's coming down. Williams gets the handoff. Flag down on the play at the line of scrimmage. Looked like it was on the offense. Oh, I beg your pardon. Defensive offsides, a 5-yard penalty for Denver. Williams has some space. He hurdles and gets the first and some more. Brings up, oh, excuse me, that was not Javonte Williams. That was Blue. All right, 2nd and 3 for the Dallas Cowboys. Might be the best wide receiver duo in the league in George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. Got a tight end in motion. Williams gets the, Blue again gets the handoff. I got to say, on the Cowboys uniforms, the 23 and the 33 look very similar. Apologies for continuing to misread that number, but nevertheless, another first down for Dallas. Third and 1. Easy first down. Just a run right up the middle. Oh my gosh. Talanoa Hufanga. No flag on the play, but a few guys, including Talanoa Hufanga, and I couldn't see the name on the other Cowboys player, getting a little chippy. Oh, Span Ford, number 89 on the Cowboys. Looks like a tight end. All right, fresh set of downs on the 30 for the Cowboys. First down, Prescott holds. Big throw way up in the air. CeeDee Lamb, he makes the catch, but he's out of bounds. What a great throw and catch. Unfortunate break for Dallas, but great for us as Broncos fans. I mean, the throw was right on point. Riley Moss lost him. Oh, yeah, no. Not a chance he's in bounds. He gets 1 foot in, but the second foot 100% clearly steps out. There's the 1 foot. And yeah, the second foot, unfortunately, not in. So, 2nd and 10 again from the Denver 30. Hand off to Williams. He gets about 5 yards and goes down to the 25. 3rd and 5, and this is where Denver's defense really comes in clutch. We're getting into the red zone defense type of area where Denver really knows how to make the stop and can hopefully just hold them to a Brandon Aubrey field goal. This game is chippy, to say the least. I was talking about this maybe on the pregame episode that I did here on Broncos Digest. I don't remember what conversation it involved, but Dallas has to have a chip on their shoulder in this game. Throw to Pickens, complete for the first down, just ahead of the 20-yard line. Fresh set of downs in the red zone for the Dallas Cowboys. Just such an easy in route. Few steps and cuts toward the middle. 10:08 to go in the second quarter. First down from the 17-yard line. Tight end in motion. Williams gets the handoff. He's got some space. He gets tackled at the 10. It'll be 2nd and 3. Yeah, it looked like he had some space to maybe break through for a longer run. Second and 4. Flag down. Blue on the carry. Illegal formation on the Cowboys. That's good stuff for Denver right there. Another pre-snap penalty by the Dallas Cowboys. An issue that the Broncos have had all season is starting to plague their opponent today, which is it's a nice break. It's nice for Broncos fans. So it's 2nd and 9 now. They get backed up 5 yards. 8:59 to go in the second quarter. Williams in the backfield and the snap for Prescott. He'll hold on. Doesn't have a lot of space, but he gets the completion. Schoonmaker with the completion, marked about a foot short. Unfortunate. Gets the knee down right at the 1 yard line. And then he actually lost the football. So it's actually good that he got tackled for their sake. I mean, it would have been great for a fumble for our sake. But 1 yard line, Cowboys with a chance to close this game. Dallas calls a timeout. 8:10 to go in the second quarter. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, this is going to be a shootout of a game. First and goal, 1 yard line. They really want to get Javonte Williams in the end zone, playing against his former team for the first time. Receiver in motion. Prescott keeps and doesn't even get close. In fact, might have lost a yard. Our red zone defense is just unreal. Yeah, that was a really nice play right on the line by the Denver defense. Looks like Singleton put some body into it. Franklin Myers got really low on the block as well. Same ball position, 2nd and goal. Williams in the backfield. Receiver in motion. The snap and a touchdown, Javonte Williams. So the former Broncos running back gets a touchdown against his former team, and we're one Brandon Aubrey field goal away from this being a 4-point game, a 1-score game as well. Yeah, definitely seems like there's no bad blood between either of these two teams, or excuse me, the Broncos and Javonte Williams, either the two parties involved in this scenario. Kick from Aubrey is up and good. 10-14 is the score here. And the Broncos exploded for 2 touchdowns, and then the offense quieted down a little bit. They're going to need to respond here if they want to keep up in this game, because now that Dallas has found the end zone, I suspect that in their next offensive drive, they're going to make a case to do the same thing again. Going to step aside here on the stream on the commercial break. Mark Robinson here on Broncos Digest. 14-10, Broncos up here in the second quarter. We'll be back in just a moment. All righty, back here on the stream. 7:29 to go in the second quarter. Broncos get the kickoff, and they'll have a chance to respond after the Javonte Williams touchdown. Dobbins in the backfield. "35-yard line is where they'll start, and he'll get the handoff. Dobbins almost broke through. Got about 7 yards. It'll probably be 2nd and 2, 2nd and 3. Sometimes that's all it takes on a first down for the first drive of the play. Yep, 2nd and 3. Got 7 yards. You got a 2nd and short. You get up close. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And remember, the Broncos will not get the ball at the start of the second half, as they won the toss and elected to receive, which we mentioned already on the stream. That is not something you see every day. Very interesting decision by the coaching staff. Dobbins in the backfield again, 2nd and 3 from the 43-yard line. Nix will keep. Got plenty of space. Nix throws, flag down, but the pass is caught by Troy Franklin for a first down, but we'll see what the yellow marker is on the play. It's a defensive holding. Penalty decline. First down, Denver. So that's good stuff there by the Denver Broncos. And I love how much Troy Franklin is seeing the action in this game. I mean, he's the primary guy right now. And I don't blame him, because you know, the coverage on Sutton is going to be the number one corner for the Cowboys. Probably not as many looks. 1st and 10, Nix keeps in the pocket. He's going to air one out long and far. Nix, pass broken up, but that's the most obvious pass interference I've ever seen. Clark gets the PI call. It's going to be a spot foul of the Denver Broncos. On the Cowboys side of the field, the flag against, obviously, Clark covering Marvin Mims. And this was a long throw, so this is huge for the Denver Broncos. I mean, Mims could have had a chance at catching this, and Clark completely, bodied him. Oh, yeah, this is at, the 10, 12-yard line. Red zone opportunity for Denver. This is a huge chance for them to respond and score another touchdown. 1st and 10, 13-yard line. Dobbins to the right of Nix. The snap. Nix keeps, screen pass to the right. Ingram has some space. Ingram charges to the 1-yard line, gets knocked down. I'm almost glad he didn't score that, because I was this close to betting on an Evan Ingram anytime touchdown, but I didn't do it, and I would have been bummed if he scored it right there. For my betting purposes, obviously would have been stoked for a Broncos touchdown. Great throw, great catch by the tight end, Evan Ingram, who's really starting to find his grounding with this team. He's been remarkable as our go-to tight end for the Denver Broncos. Now we got a 1st and goal here. That is the most outrageous offsides on defense. Half the distance to the goal line. We're already on the 2-3-yard line. We're going to be on the 1 now. I guess whatever. No penalties for the Broncos offense yet, and it's a bunch for the Cowboys on pre-snap penalties. They are all over the penalties in this game so far, which, as I said, it's huge for Denver. Snap. Swallowed up. Second and goal. Yeah, Dobbins didn't get anywhere on the play. So I think that's second down. Yeah, second down from the 2-3 yard line about. Dobbins in the backfield still. Tight end in motion. Adkins. Dobbins gets the handoff again. Oh, he's just barely not going to get it. Or maybe, oh no, maybe they're going to throw him in. Touchdown, Denver. I don't know what the heck's going on right now. I didn't think he got it, but then he got pushed in. Yeah, no touchdown. Didn't quite get it. Let's take a look at the replay here. He gets the ball. He gets stopped up. Yeah, they whistled before. They whistled that the play was dead because there was no more forward motion being gained before he broke the plane. So unfortunately, that is going to be a third down for Denver. Third and goal. Harvey gets the rushing touchdown. 2 touchdowns for RJ Harvey today. You got to be kidding me. Good stuff from the Broncos. They're 1 extra point away from taking the 11-point lead right back. I'm loving this running back depth. From the Broncos, I mean, this is just defensive. Oh, okay. Different, or excuse me, after the touchdown, defensive personal foul. So the Broncos get 2 yards closer to the end zone, and church balls Sean Payton is going to come out here and go for 2. Looks like Harvey's lined up in the backfield next to Nix. Mims in motion. Nix still has it. Nix will throw, incomplete. No good. So it's a 10-point lead. Oh, but a flag down. So it's an ineligible man downfield. Cowboys decline. Unsuccessful attempt at going for 2. Boy, I hope that doesn't come back to bite us later on. But another touchdown for RJ Harvey. He's got 2 in the game. 20-10 Denver. We'll be back on the stream here in just a moment. I'm going to step aside for a few minutes. All right, back here on the live stream. Cowboys get the kickoff. And Broncos defense going to try to keep this a 10-point lead for Denver. First and 10 for Dallas. Prescott keeps. He's going to hold on. He's going to take it himself. He'll slide in at the 30 for the first down. Know about you guys, but I've got some close fantasy matchups going on. Keeping an eye on those as well. Really trying to get as many of those fantasy wins as I can today. 2nd and 1. It looks like Dak Prescott did not get the first down. Receiver in motion, running back in the backfield. Handoff. Oh, he's stuffed up and he doesn't get it. Going to be a loss of yards. Javonte Williams stuffed up for the 3rd down. What a great play by the Denver defense. Situational play on 2nd down. They stuffed up Williams, couldn't get to the line to gain. And now it's a longer 3rd down than they had on 2nd. See if the Broncos can get a stop here. Would love a 3 and out for the Cowboys. Third and 1. Williams in the backfield to the right of Prescott. Prescott throws, almost picked off. Oh my goodness. Oh, Jonathan Cooper. It was right in his fingertips, but nevertheless, a 3rd down stop. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, he was so close. Oh, he almost had it. Oh, it was right in his fingertips. Punting unit out for Dallas. 3 and out for the Cowboys. They'll send it downfield. Marvin Mims catches it at the 15. Gets about a 10-yard run up to about the 30, 32, I believe. And the Broncos with the 10-point lead. Good stuff from the defense there. They're going to have a chance to potentially extend the lead even more. All right, 1st and 10, 2:14 to go. Time for a 2-minute drill. Nix with not a lot of space, throws it over to Dobbins at the line of scrimmage, who spins and goes out of bounds for about a 3-4 yard gain. All right, so it's a 2-minute warning. Like I said, it's the 2-minute drill for the Denver Broncos. They're going to have to try to make something happen here if they want to extend their lead. We'll step aside on the stream here and return in just a moment. All right, 2-minute warning is up. 2nd and 6 for Denver. Time for a 2-minute drill. See what the Broncos offense can cook up here. Dobbins in the backfield. He gets the handoff on 2nd and 6. He's got some space. He's still going all the way to the 49-yard line. What a great run for a first down by J.K. Dobbins. Great line to gain. Rush by the RB1. I may or may not have bet the over on J.K. Dobbins' rush yards. So happy to see that as well. Almost 100 rush yards for the Broncos as they got a fresh 1st and 10. Nix will keep. He'll throw to Sutton, who gets past the line to gain. Broncos are in field goal range with a first down, 1:20 to go on the timer. First down. Nix, short throw to Dobbins. Runs it out all the way to the near side, about a 3-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down. He gets out of bounds to stop the clock, though, which is huge. We'll see what Denver's going to try to cook up here. They might be able to squeak out a touchdown, but if not, Will Lutz is obviously a kicker that we can rely on. 2nd and 4, short throw for Nix. Ingram, I think, got his foot over and got the first down. Yes, he did. First down, Denver. 50 seconds. Tight end gets the out route throw, and he gets the ball and the foot over the line to gain. Nice job there by the new Denver tight end. "50 seconds on the clock, 20-10 the score. From the 32, Nix gets the snap. Quick throw to Franklin. He has room. Franklin still on his feet. Gets about 8 yards. Denver takes a timeout. 44 seconds to go. 2nd and short for the Broncos. Second and 2 for Denver. 44 seconds to go. A touchdown makes it 26-10. Oh, God. Tony Romo's talking about 6-7. I might have to turn the game off. I'm sorry. All right, nobody lined up in the backfield next to Nix. 2nd and 2, flag down. Long throw to the end zone. Pat Bryant, touchdown. Oh, my goodness. What a throw. What a catch. It's a defensive offsides. That penalty will be declined. What a throw and what a catch. Oh, my goodness. This is the offense we've been waiting for, people. Oh, what a good catch by Pat Bryant. The 2-minute drill is successful. (26-10). Here's the extra point from Will Lutz. It's up and good. 27-10. Broncos lead. Oh, my God. Such a remarkable catch by Troy Franklin. Or excuse me, not Troy Franklin, Pat Bryant. But oh my goodness, what a awesome play by Denver. Pat Bryant gets the receiving touchdown. The dominance against Dallas continues. Man, Jim Nantz and Tony Romo, they're a funny pair of broadcasters, I got to say. I mean, love Jim Nantz. Tony Romo has his moments for sure. 39 seconds for Dallas. See if they can put on some sort of a scoring clinic here. All right, 1st and 10 for Dallas. 39 seconds to go. Prescott, pressure at the line to gain. He'll run it up and slide. Gain of about 7 yards. 31 seconds to go. I mean, if you're Dallas with this much time and this much field to work with, I think a field goal is kind of the goal in terms of, yardage gain. Brandon Aubrey getting ready. Gain of 6 yards. 2nd and 4. 31 seconds to go. Aubrey is one of the best field goal kickers in the league. His long in his career is 65 yards. The longest in history is 66. So their field goal range line is a lot closer. It's about midfield. I remember Vance Joseph was talking about that ahead of the game. Prescott throws complete to Pickens. He gets the first down, but he's swallowed up all the way behind the line to gain. So it'll be a first down, I think, about a step above where the line to gain was. Dallas has no timeouts. Denver has 1. First down for Dallas. Dallas is on their own 48-yard line. First and 10, 22 seconds to go. Few safeties deep in the backfield. Prescott, long throw, intercepted. Picked off by Denver. What a great defensive play in the backfield. Just an unreal interception for the Broncos. Jahdae Barron gets the interception. So I don't know what the Denver Broncos do here. Probably just kneel it out because they only have 14 seconds. Yeah, they're gonna kneel it out. So that'll do it for the first half. Broncos up big, 27-10, and they end the half with a Jahdae Barron interception. Great stuff from Denver. You got to be kidding me. All right, we're going to step aside from the stream in just a second here, but we are going to break down some first half stats. What a great start for the Broncos. Reminder that Dallas gets the ball at the start of the third quarter. Even though that comes in the fashion of the Broncos winning the toss and electing to receive, I was pretty nervous at the start of the game, I'm not going to lie, because Denver wins the toss. They elect to receive. First drive, Bo Nix throws an interception. Dallas has the ball on the Denver offensive side of the field, decent field position, and a long bomb to CeeDee Lamb puts them in the red zone. I'm sitting here thinking, oh boy, here we go again. But a red zone defense stop comes up huge for Denver. It holds Dallas to a field goal, and then Broncos just exploded from there. They put up a clinic. And we're going to break down the stats here, take a look at the box score. Starting off with Bo Nix. He's got 169 passing yards. He's 13 for 17, averaging 10 yards per throw, 2 touchdowns. He had the 1 interception. What I like about the interception is he had it in the early parts of the game, and then he completely turned the game around. In terms of rushing, Dobbins has 7 carries. He's got 51 yards. RJ Harvery's got 43 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. Talk about some running back depth there. And then Denver receiving. Troy Franklin, he's got a touchdown and he's got 82 yards. Pat Bryant, he's got a touchdown and he's got 40 yards. Evan Ingram has 3 receptions for 26 yards. And our wide receiver 1, Courtland Sutton, he's only got 1 reception for 11 yards. I'm loving the fact that the offensive coordinators and just the depth for the Broncos is showing on a receiving standpoint. Denver is utilizing the weapons that they have in their receiving room, and they're not just relying on their number 1 guy. And we're seeing how well it's working. Troy Franklin looks remarkable out there. He's finding open lanes. He's running good routes. He's making good catches. And then something else about all of that offense is just everything that we saw in the first half. I know we just touched on Bo Nix and his stat line, but what the real kicker is for the Broncos is Bo Nix and his accuracy. He is really playing some of the best football that we've seen all year, barring that fourth quarter performance from the New York Giants game. It's consistent. It's accurate. It's reliable. This is what we want to see from our quarterback. This is really good stuff from the Denver Broncos. I think that we can feel pretty confident about where this team is at heading into the third quarter. And we talk about the theme of this game and how they need to play a complete game, how they need to try to take everything that they've done in these past games and all these inconsistencies and form it into one complete football game. And I think we're really starting to see that. And that's the most exciting thing about, what we're gearing up for as far as the remainder of this game goes. So we'll step aside on the stream here for a few more minutes. Third quarter straight ahead here on Broncos Digest. Exciting stuff as the Broncos have the lead. All righty, back here on Broncos Digest for the second half of the game. Will Lutz with the kickoff to give the Dallas Cowboys the ball to start off the third quarter. Dak Prescott will throw on first down, complete at around the 40, tackled for a second and short for the Dallas Cowboys. Wow, there's a crazy stat from Tony Romo there. 27 points in the first half is the most first half points from Denver since 2019. Everything about this team this year just looks so much better. Prescott throws a swing pass over to Williams, incomplete. Bonito was there on the coverage, but it brings up third and short. So a 3 and out to start off for Dallas in the third quarter would really put the cherry on top for that, electing to get the ball first. Because, I mean, with the Broncos having this multi-score lead, it's going to really help Denver. So we got a third and short here. Williams to the left in the backfield. Prescott, shotgun snap. He's going to throw. Bonito's there on the rush. Prescott has some space. He's going to run with plenty of room and get the first down. Oh, inches away from getting the sack was Nick Bonito and a few other pass rushers on the line. Very close. Oh, yeah, Hufanga was there, too. Got an arm on Dak Prescott's shoulder. And then, I mean, that's smart quarterback awareness there by Dak Prescott. He found the space he needed, ran around out of the pocket, and slid for the first down. So fresh set of downs for the Dallas Cowboys here. They've crossed midfield on the 49. Williams gets the handoff, tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd and 9. Prescott will throw to Pickens for the first down. So another fresh set of downs. Another detail of this game that is worth noting, Pat Surtain. We didn't know if we were going to see him in this game, but he made a miraculous recovery. A little trick play here. CeeDee Lamb gets the handoff, and he's tackled at the line to gain. Only 2 yards brings up 2nd down. Oh, there's a crazy update. Looks like Pat Surtain is in the locker room with now a shoulder injury. Second and 8. Williams swallowed up at the line to gain. Nice play there by Jonathan Cooper alongside another lineman for the Broncos. Good stuff there by the Denver defense. Brings up 3rd and 8. Pat Surtain having a rough. Oh, my God. CeeDee Lamb gets the completion, but he's short of the line to gain. Dak Prescott was about an inch shy of being sacked. Pat Surtain, questionable to return. Offense staying out on the field here, 4th and 2. On 4th and 2, Prescott throws. Complete to Pickens. He got his feet down. Wow, what a great play. Nice throw onto the near side. 17-yard pickup. That is impressive stuff right there. So we got Pat Surtain out. Now we got another defender hurt on the field. Zach Allen limping off the field. That's a big loss if he's not able to come back. Surtain not in the game still. 1st and goal from the 10-yard line for the Cowboys. They want to stay in this game, and they're going to see if they can do so. Williams gets the handoff, charges up to about the 5-yard line on 1st down. Second and goal from the 11-yard line. Prescott, pressure. What a catch by CeeDee Lamb. Wow. 1.5 yards short, but he roped it in right at the 1.5-yard line. It was a one-handed over-the-arm grab. That was a really nice play by CeeDee Lamb. Ran a cut route, came back toward the middle of the field, and went back out toward the sideline. Oh, that's just a really nice play there. Looks like Zach Allen is back out on the field. Third and goal. Prescott throws. Incomplete. Oh, we got flags down. You got to be kidding me. Oh, Riley Moss, pass interference. Automatic first down. That's brutal. And there is the penalty problem that we've spoken of in the past, not just on this channel, but in general. So the ball's on the 1-yard line now, and it's an automatic first down. You can almost guarantee that Dallas will score a touchdown here. Where's the pass interference call? I guess he's facing toward CeeDee Lamb, but it didn't look like there was a lot of grabbing or contact. That's an interesting call there. Williams on 1st and goal, charges in. I think he's a little short, but the former Denver Broncos running back looking to get touchdown number 2 here against his former team. Second and goal. The ball is like on the 0.25 yard line. Shotgun snap. Oh, Prescott's going to keep here. Throws to CeeDee Lamb. Incomplete. Freaking A. Another PI call. Brutal PI call. Once again, automatic first down. Let's take a look at this again. Watching the replay here. Yeah, I mean, that time, Moss is literally holding the chest of CeeDee Lamb, right here. I mean, first and goal from the half-yard line. Let's just see how many times the Broncos can get a stop at the end zone here. Hand off to Williams, charges right in for the touchdown. He's got his second of the game. Eighth rushing touchdown of the year for Javonte Williams. I mean, what are we doing, Riley Moss? Come on. And it's a big touchdown for Dallas. They're back in this game, and they've got like a little bit of spark of offense that they can try to propel into the next. I mean, Denver's going to really have to respond here offensively. So the Cowboys are 100% back in it here. 17-27. It's a 10-point game. 8:10 to go in the third quarter. Step aside here on the stream. We'll be back momentarily. All right, Mims on the kick return, still on his feet. He's got space. Marvin Mims to the 50-yard line, still going. Oh, what a great response by Marvin Mims. That is a huge play for the Denver Broncos. Unreal work by Marvin Mims. One of the best returns on the day, maybe on the season for him. Broncos have phenomenal field position to start this drive. Really good stuff there from Marvin Mims. First and 10, Nix to Dobbins. Dobbins has space running up the far side down the sideline. This is a great bounce back right here by Denver. Really good stuff. Dobbins gets about 3 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 7. Second and 5. RJ Harvery took it this time. Got about half the distance. It's going to be 3rd and short for Denver. So it's 3rd and 3. Looks like, who's in the backfield? I can't really tell. Nix will throw it regardless. 3rd and 3. Airs it up to the end zone. Courtland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. Oh, my goodness. Oh, you got to be kidding me. It's coming back. Oh, it's an offensive pass interference. Brutal. That's awful. That's insane. All right, now it's 3rd and 13. That is brutal. Nix will throw again. Oh, Courtland Sutton, triple coverage. This time it's broken up. What a brutal turn of events. Should have been able to caught that ball, in all honesty. Oh, just brutal stuff. Brutal stuff here. So 42-yard attempt for Will Lutz. 6:06 to go. Gets it right through the uprights. Will Lutz masterclass. Classic. Broncos up to 30 now. Oh, but that should have been a touchdown. You got to be kidding me. So 30-17 after the tough penalty calls. We'll step aside again here on the stream. Back in a moment. All right, Will, let's kick into the end zone. Cowboys take the knee. They'll start from the 35. What a brutal end of that drive. I mean, a gorgeous aired out throw to Courtland Sutton, who hasn't seen much action this game. We talked about the wide receiver depth really coming out to play. Troy Franklin and Pat Bryant having really successful games. But then Courtland Sutton got a little taste of the fun, but not before a really brutal offensive pass interference call on Adam Trotman. So first down, Dak Prescott will run it out right near the line of scrimmage. Brings up about 2nd and 8 or 9. It sounds like the Dallas defense is missing a sizable amount of numbers as well. Clark being carted off the game just a little bit ago. 2nd and 8. Prescott, quick screen pass over to the side. Nice. Oh, he's still on his feet. Almost spoke too soon. There's the tackle. It's going to be a loss of about 3 or 4 yards. Brings up 3rd and long for Dallas. Third and 10 against one of the best defenses in the league here for Dallas. This is a big test with 4:48 to go. Running back to his left, one wide receiver on the right. Prescott with some space in the pocket. He'll throw it all the way out of bounds. A flag down. Oh my God. If this is on Riley Moss, I'm going to crash out. Holding on the defense. It's an automatic first down. Brutal. Oh, McMillan, who's in the secondary right now with Surtain still nursing this injury. Brutal break. As Blue fumbles. Ball is out and Denver takes over. You got to be kidding me. Blue fumbled the ball. Denver defense was all over it. There's no official verdict, but I saw orange all over that football. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Dallas jumped on it and found it. This has got to be Denver. They're saying it's Dallas, but oh, brutal. I'm going to have to disagree with that call there. I think that that's in the hands of the Broncos. It's such a hard call to make because so many guys are down over the ball. You can't really see it. Second and 10. CeeDee Lamb gets the completion, but he's swallowed up just behind the 45-yard line, brings up another 3rd down. Let's get a 3rd down stop here, but more notably, let's get the penalties out of the picture. That's really going to be the difference maker right now. Sounds like Patrick Surtain was downgraded to out. He will not return as of right now. This pass, incomplete. Nice. Lucky break there Turpin for the Cowboys was wide open. Moss completely overestimated on the coverage. Oh, he fell over even, but that is a big drop there. Yeah, that's tough for the Cowboys. You got to be making those plays when you're trailing by 13 right now. Dallas brings the punt unit out. Fair catch at the 16-yard line for Marvin Mims. So a lot of field to work with for the Broncos offense. They almost responded on their last offensive drive, but a brutal offensive pass interference took it away. Step aside on the stream here. Be back in just a moment. Broncos trying to hold on to their 13-point lead here late in the third quarter. All right, 3:18 to go here in quarter number 3. Broncos up by 13. This is a big one. First play is a handoff to Dobbins. Can't find any space. Tries to run a little bit left of the middle. Swallowed up and sent backwards a few yards. Play was blown dead. Before he started moving backwards, it's a gain of 1, 2nd and 9 for the Denver offense. And they got a lot of field to work with after the fair catch at the 16-yard line. 84 yards ahead of them to try to score a touchdown or any sort of score here. 2nd and 9. Dobbins to the right of Nix. Dobbins goes for the block. Throw up to, I can't see who it is. Courtland Sutton falls down for the first. Nice play there by the wide receiver 1. We've talked about it many a times. The depth's being shared all amongst the wide receivers today, but there is number 14. Getting his second reception of the day and falling down for the first down. Really liking the play calling in this game. It's a lot more comfortable and confident for Sean Payton, in my opinion. I think he's doing a lot better. Pitch into the backfield to Mims. He's got some space. He's got a block. Just barely. Can't get to the first down. Huge hit there from, can't quite see who it is, Stewart, number 27 for the Dallas Cowboys. But a 9-yard rush for Marvin Mims, 2nd and 1. Mims just does such a good job running the ball. I mean, he's one of the best kick returners and punt returners in the league. And when he gets those type of pitch plays or those screen passes in the backfield, if he gets the right block, he can explode for a big gain. Handoff right up the middle. First down for Dobbins and a few more. Goes down at the 40, and it's a fresh set of downs for Denver. I love how dispersed the rushing yards are amongst the two running backs. RJ Harvery has 2 touchdowns. J.K. Dobbins has 70-plus rushing yards right now. Really nice job. 47 seconds to go in the third quarter. First and 10, pitch to RJ Harvery in the backfield. No space to move past the line to gain. It'll be a loss of 1, I believe. Yep, 2nd and 12, a loss of 2. Letting the clock run out here in third for the third quarter. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. We'll take another break here on the stream. Return for 15 more minutes of football. Broncos up 13. Look to hold on to their lead. All righty, final 15 minutes to go here from the Mile High City. 2nd and 12. Nix airs one out way up in the air. He's got Sutton, who makes the catch at the 20-yard line. Oh, what a catch from Courtland Sutton. What a response from the Broncos. First down, swing pass over to Mims, who can't hold on. Got to catch that, Marvin Mims. So, mentioned this already, but Pat Surtain officially ruled out of the game. Wow, what a great play by Courtland Sutton. 40 yards. Denver has 7 20-plus yard pass plays. Or just regular offensive plays, excuse me. Nobody in the backfield next to Nix. He takes the snap. Quick throw to Pat Bryant. Double coverage. Brings up 3rd down. So this is a big 3rd down because you want to extend this lead here by more than just 3. You're on the 21-yard line. You got to get to the 11. This is huge because Broncos want to keep this drive going. Catch made by Evan Ingram. 1st down, Denver. Great throw. That was huge. As I just said, like, keeping the drive alive is massive here. Got to keep the offense going, and we need to make sure no penalties somehow cost us a touchdown again. Can't have any more OPIs. 11-yard line. Dobbins in the backfield. Gets the handoff. Dobbins makes a move, has some space, gets down to about the 7. 2nd down. Yeah, Dallas really wants to hold Denver to a field goal. Denver, on the other hand, scoring a touchdown here really opens up this game and makes Dallas have to work a lot harder for the rest of the game. 2nd and 6, Dobbins in the backfield, fakes the handoff, throw to, just barely missed the catch. It looks like Adkins, the tight end, not able to reel it in. Flag down on the play. Let's see what it is. I just said, it's an illegal formation on the offense. You got to be kidding me. So it's 2nd down again, but a 5-yard penalty. This could be a hot take, but this could work out in our favor. We get 2nd down again. We've got plenty of room to work with. We know the offense is capable of making plays in this range toward the end zone. Oh, I beg your pardon. They declined the penalty. That was probably the smart play. I said it would work out in our favor. So it's 3rd and 6. This is a big play here for the Broncos. 3rd down. Nix in the pocket. Throws. Touchdown, Troy Franklin. Wide open in the back of the end zone on the near side. That's a big play for Denver. And they opened up the game right when they needed to. That's Troy Franklin's 2nd touchdown of the day. Great throw. Lutz puts the extra point up. It's 30 7-17. Denver up big by 20. Step aside on the stream here. Just a few more minutes to go until the Broncos can seal out this win. Broncos up big with 12:43 to go, 37-17. And this is the most complete game that we've seen Denver play all season, hands down. The inconsistencies that we talked about and all that stuff, everything really formulated. I would say like 99% of the game has been complete so far, regardless of the first interception. This is great to see. I'm big smiles here as a Broncos fan, sitting watching this game. Very exciting stuff. Just saw an interesting stat that they're not talking about on TV, so you'll get to hear it first right here on Broncos Digest. Only 248 no-shows at the game today. Dak Prescott on first down in the pocket. Big throw, first down. CeeDee Lamb tackled at the 45. That's good field position to start off. After the first play, Prescott obviously wants to stay calm, take his time. Another first down here, 46-yard line. Pressure, and Prescott gets sacked. Loss of 2, a second down and long now. Good job there once again by the Broncos defense. Second and 12. Flag down. Moss knocked it down. It does not look like the flag is on Moss this time. Let's see what the flag is. Illegal shift on the offense. Penalty declined. It's 3rd and long for Dallas. And this game just feels like it's opening up more and more for Denver. Broncos up 20. Just under 12 to go. 3rd and long. Prescott back of the pocket. Looking for a long throw. Pass caught by Pickens. Wow, what a nice play. I said it already. It's the best wide receiver 1 and 2 duo in the league. CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. Prescott has all sorts of depth options ahead. Now 2nd and 1. Second and 1 from the 30. Dallas moving up quick. Complete to Lamb. He'll step out at about the 23-yard line. Flag down on the play, though. Roughing the passer. That's a brutal call right there. So that's 15 yards in addition to CeeDee Lamb catching it at the 23. So they're going to be at the 8-yard line now. We said it from the get-go. This was going to be a shootout. And that's what it is right now. The Broncos just have the advantage as it stands right now. First down, Prescott in the pocket. Intercepted at the 12-yard line. Oh, my goodness, the Denver defense. Oh, he's still going. Tillman on his feet at the 45-yard line. Oh, my goodness. Oh, the Cowboys are in shambles. This is amazing. Insane. Great interception. Broncos with a 20-point lead and phenomenal field position. We'll be back on the stream here in just a moment. All righty, back here with 10 minutes to go on the nose for the Denver Broncos, and J.K. Dobbins just broke 100 rushing yards on the day. How about that? Having himself a game. After the Dondre Tillman interception in the red zone, Dak Prescott's got 2 interceptions on the game now. First and 10 at the 40. Dobbins gets the handoff again. Looking for more, finds a gap, gets down at about the 35. Second and 5, pitch play in the backfield to Marvin Mims, who breaks through for the first down. First and 10. Dobbins loses a yard, gets the handoff. And we're having some technical difficulties with my microphone arm here. I apologize. Just give me one moment to fix this. Be right back. All right, sorry about that. Got rid of the microphone arm. I mean, there's only 7 minutes left in the game, so this will just have to do for what we have left. Big third down pass attempt to Evan Ingram, incomplete. But a holding call is going to give Denver a fresh set of downs. This Denver team looking to go to 6-2 and continue to lead the AFC West. First and goal. Throws over the head of Dobbins and out of bounds. Brings up second and goal. Nothing wrong with that. Reset. Get a new play going here. Second and goal from the 5-yard line. Dobbins lined up behind Nix. I want to see Dobbins get in the end zone. Nix will keep. He has to run all the way back. Thrown out of bounds. Second and goal. Flag down, though. It's in the end zone. I think it's going to be on Dallas. Waiting for the call. Oh, it was an offensive pass interference. I'm 0 for however many penalties there are today on figuring out what the call is. I have completely missed a lot of those. Second and goal from the 15-yard line. Interesting. So Dallas ends up declining all the penalties, which keeps the ball on the 5-yard line, but it's third down now. So, I mean, Broncos have to score a touchdown here. Third and goal from the 5. Nix to Harvey. Touchdown number 3. Oh, my goodness. 3 touchdowns for the rookie, and Denver is up big at home. You got to be kidding me. Extra point up and good. Wow. 44 points for the Broncos offense. What a complete game that they are playing here. Very good stuff. We'll step aside for another moment here on Broncos Digest. Be back in a moment. Broncos up big, and boy, does it feel good. Kick from Lutz into the back of the end zone. 44-17. I mean, this feels so darn good as a Broncos fan. We've talked about it not only on this channel, but I mean, every game has had an issue and it's had an inconsistency. But for the first time this season, with a 5-2 record and a 4-game winning streak, we come into this game and we completely dominate. And we keep the win streak alive against Dallas. Hand off to Blue. Loss of 2. Oh, is Dak Prescott done? Yeah, he is. Wow. Backup quarterback Joe Milton in for the Cowboys. That's how bad this game is right now. Brutal for them. For those saying it in the comments, I agree. This has to be one of Bo's best offensive performances by a landslide. 2nd and 11 to Pickens. He gets the first down. Sorry, I'm still dealing with some technical difficulties here. Really just trying to dial in. Fixed some stuff during the intermission. We're good now, though. We're good. Second down. Cowboys. Can't pull off a mile-high miracle like Broncos did last week. Confidently, I can say I feel like this game is over. Milton, lots of pressure thrown up to a tight end on the near side. Nice play there. First down for Dallas, but I mean, like I said, clock's ticking. This game is over. First and 10, Milton. Lined up next to a running back. Pass tipped in the air, incomplete. All right, 2nd and 10 for Milton. 4:50 to go in the game. 44-17, the lead for the Broncos. Milton in the pocket. Big throw way downfield for Pickens. Wow, it's caught for the touchdown. What a play. Oh, not even, it wasn't Pickens. I beg your pardon. It was Jalen Tolbert. And what do you know? It's Riley Moss on the coverage. He's been the biggest defensive issue of this game, in my personal opinion. Oh, and they might call this back, apparently. Curious to see what they'll do here. I think they're gonna. They were gonna maybe call this back, but there's just no way that happens. Got to hand it to Dallas. I mean, to stay in the game, score a touchdown with the backup, most of the backups in the game as of right now. I mean, hats off to them for keeping the effort up at this point. That was a funny remark from Jim Nance. He's saying, like, should have had Milton in here all day, but that's not going to be the case. Aubrey lined up to kick the field goal for Dallas. Broncos have a 20-point lead still, 4:44 to go. Mims takes it in the backfield, still on his feet, goes down about the 29-yard line. So about 62 yards for the Broncos to work with. But I mean, they're in good shape right now, say the least. God, I mean, they're showing highlights of the game right now and just so much positivity for this game today and just for everything that the Broncos have put out on the field. Such good stuff. Really happy with what Denver has put out on the field here today. Oh, and Jared Stidham's in the game. Wow. 16-9 is Bo Nix's starter, as record as a starter. I would love to see Jared Stidham have a little fun right now, score another touchdown maybe. Second and 9 from the 30. Harvey in the backfield, tackled at the line of scrimmage. Third and 7. Just short. It's going to bring up fourth down. And we've got our third and fourth string running back in. It's 4th and 1. There's really not a reason to go for it.
427 yards of offense on the Dallas defense. As the Broncos are on their way to going 6-2 and a 9th consecutive win at home.
Punt unit out for Denver. Jeremy Crawshaw, the best punter in the league. I'm biased, obviously. 2:30 to go.
Cowboys did score 48 in 2013. Oh, they did lose that one. Oh, that one. I was here to see that, actually. Would you like to see some highlights of that? No. Maybe I can call on a friend. Yes, tonight. What's going on? Maybe I can call on a friend before we go back to that game. Tonight on CBS begins with 60 minutes.
All right, so 2:24 to go in the game. The punt, somewhere between the 20 and the 30-yard line. Just killing time at this point. Game is pretty much over. Still Milton in the game.
Let's see one quarterback in that game do this again. Threw for over 500 yards.
First and 10, 29-yard line. Milton with a running back to his left. Gives the handoff. I remember something I want to talk about. We talked about a Javonte Williams quote earlier in the stream. He had some words for returning to his team today. He said, "Those boys are doing their things. All respect to them. But they made a mistake letting me go. They'll feel my weight on Sunday. They'll feel my girth. I'm ready to pound them." That's Javonte Williams, a direct quote. Javonte Williams, respectfully, I think that your team is feeling the weight, girth, and pounding of the Broncos today, leading by 20 with the game winding down here. Pretty crazy.
You're home for the holidays. You've dreamt of this moment. Back in your old room.
Just a few more minutes to go in the game. Be back in just a sec. Back here at the end of the stream on Broncos Digest, clock winding down, minute 20 to go on third down.
When I watch this team, there are some merits to that season because our defense wasn't playing as well as other seasons. And so all of a sudden you sit here and you watch, and the offense sometimes has to carry it. And this is one of those seasons where you're going to have to carry it and win the game on offense. And so that's the type of game that obviously you don't think you're going to lose your for you. But Payton and that team set records, right? He set the record that year for quarterback touchdowns. So it was a great year.
3rd and 8, minute 18 to go. Got to hand it to the Cowboys. I mean, no quit in this team. They're going to stay on the ground. Clock will run out. 4th down.
Defense is like an all-time historic bet, but you're going to be fine. I said thank you. And you have a historic season going on. It'll be amazing. What's funny is this season's going to play out that way for Dallas, okay? The offense is good enough. We got to the last game. I actually had back surgery that season. We played against the Washington Commanders in the second to last game. Kept us in the playoffs. Go to the last game, and Kyle Orton almost won that game against the Eagles to get us to the playoffs. We had a chance.
Dallas is going to punt. I guess why not? Why allow Denver to score even more points?
The offense is good enough to win half the games. Very good parallel there, Tony. 60-yard boot by Hanger, and finally we took by the
Offense is going to come out, and they're probably going to just get into victory formation and seal this game. Electric stuff. This is a good time to talk about their upcoming schedule. It's up on the TV. They've got Houston next week, Las Vegas Raiders the week after, and then the Chiefs. I'm hoping the next 2 weeks can be pretty easy schedule for Denver. Victory formation. And there it is. There's the game. Broncos have a 5-game winning streak, and for the first time since 2016, they have a 6-2 record. Electric stuff in the Mile High City. Denver is buzzing. That's going to do it for us here on the stream. For everybody that joined, for everybody that tuned in, for everybody that was in the comment section, thank you so much for joining us here on Broncos Digest. It was a blast. We're going to do a lot more of these streams for the remainder of the year. Thank you guys for your support. Have a great rest of your night. Enjoy this win. Enjoy Victory Monday tomorrow. And we will talk to you guys soon.